Maybe it is time for revenge. These guys, they're great players still, and I'm looking forward to see what they have in store for us. Early smokes, Milan. Any fights? Are fights gonna be happening? Give me a positive answer. Let's go.
Nowadays, smokes are just to get the information early, so you don't. Main goal is not to screw up on the rune. Like get this mid ward, get maybe another ward into the jungle. That's the main goal. Then after you get the info, you can maybe go for a fight. But we'll see. These nouns are doing the classic chain smoke. Like the point of the smoke is to go maybe find someone on the way, but just block the chain camps and like try to get a very big wrap around.
They are going pretty deep, but Ortiz is not gonna be caught just yet. We saw their Stormstormer trying to wish his enemies good luck, whereas Arteezy said
They're gonna get
no.
spotted on the subs.
Yep.
Just seeing Ur side means like probably there's 5.
They're gonna expect a ward to be placed there, though. For now, nouns haven't done it, so Shopify Rebellion might waste a sentry there if it doesn't get planted. Let's see. Let's see who gets the bounties. Who's gonna be able to secure them? Is it gonna be a classic 2-for-2? Does probably look that way. Kitrak would be foolish to try and do something while Yuma being annoying to Arteezy, though both of them just take a couple of hits and that's about it. Yuma will have to give a little bit of his mana to go back to the bottom lane. Okay, so the laning stage will start with pretty equal footing between everybody. No wards getting dewarded. 2-for-2 in terms of runes. So laning stage is our first part of the game, and who takes it? Let's start with the mid lane here. Stormstormer versus Yopaj, Puck versus the Invoker.
It's very skill-based matchup. It's someone around 50-50, but I think Stormstormer should have a slight edge, but maybe 50-50 to 45. But I'm expecting much more action on the side lanes. Both Doom and Tachis can do very well, like aggressive-wise, and on top lane, like interestingly, they swapped the supports around. Like they listened to our cast and they heard you, like do the Tachis versus Bat, and they put the Bat 5 and Venge 4.
It makes sense. It makes sense. The amount of genius that we are bringing into this cast, it only makes sense that the players are going to be listening to us and just stealing all of the perfect ideas that we have. Stormstormer, he is playing around here versus the Southeast Asian beast of Yopar, so you have to be very, very careful. This guy is he is definitely going to be gunning for your life as much as possible, but of course we are going to be looking at that side lanes for first blood. It would be very, very weird to see either the Puck or the Invoker fall.
Yopaj is known for like a very good laning. I always thought like he had like a very good period. Oh, top lane, hold it up.
Yeah. Lelis is not fine, actually. This is going to be the plasma field that finishes him off. Razor, he still had enough mana to work with, and Arteezy gets himself the first blood.
How didn't we just think about it? Who's gonna get the first blood? It's always the best player, and it's obviously Arteezy is the best player. It was so easy. It was in front of us the whole time. We just didn't think it through.
I'm a big fan of the Arteezy stream here, or two big fans. I can see that you are you're a huge fan as well. It's one of the most fun streams to watch in terms of there's gonna be a billion highlights where he did something cool. Unfortunately, he hasn't been doing all too well in the competitive department in the last couple of years, but that might change in 2024. Milan, is it gonna change in 2024?
I don't want to be bearer of the bad news, but it's not looking good so far. Failed to qualify for the first tournament, but at this game, it can be the turning point.
Okay, sure. So let's see if Arteezy will be able to do so. Meanwhile, only that one kill happened on the top lane. Everything is kind of slow, and the only real pressure that is being applied is there in the top lane. And actually, Timber gonna be caught. Penitence being used, something that the Razor always lacks. Actually, it is gonna be Arteezy that is in trouble. Gunner coming in with a couple of more hits, and there's the Whirling Death to bring exactly that to him. Also kills the neutral creep while running away. That's gonna be quite nice. One thing I wanted to say is Penitence and Razor actually quite nice, because Razor does not have attack speed. You get attack damage, you have attack speed, but in the end, it's still not enough. He goes down.
is the power of the stick and the Lotus together. We see this often at the 3-minute fight on the silence, just one team overextending and other team with the whoever gets the Lotus just wins this small engagement.
Yep, that is what happened in the end. Stormstormer, we're seeing him being slightly ahead in the mid lane, but yeah, it is very close between the mid laners, as you mentioned. The Vengeful Spirit, however, has 8 CS. Is that like Chen creeps? Is that contesting the camps, or do you think maybe he stole some of the creeps in the lane, or took it just because the Timbersaw couldn't get there?
They probably just bought half securing Lassie, but top more action. Venge is again in trouble. He's just gonna die. 2 creeps on Chen. This is the Chen power spike.
And he has both of the ice creeps there to be slowing down Fly. And be slowed down by the sticky bomb. Will survive, however, but loses a solid amount of HP. It will be Yuma that gets the healing salve, so the Ursa can continue to fight here. We all know for an Ursa, you need a ton of regen, but immediately, as soon as he steps back into the lane, he starts getting smacked in the face.
This is what I was talking about. There's just so much damage in between Doom and Tetris, and that's without even using all of their abilities. Just press ability each and you lose like half of your HP.
That's extremely strong. It is keeping nouns on their toes as Gunner. Gonna be using the Timber Chain to the side. It's only level 1. Dropping a lot of HP. Nice stun from Lelis from the side, and he'll get himself to the high ground there, Gunner. Making him survive, juking around the trees. Kitrak will get juked out, and it's time for Gunner to go back to the lane, but still very unhealthy for him there. Doesn't have that much HP. Stormstormer? He's fine.
It's just the power of the Ogre Creep. Like, whenever you're playing as the Chen, and then it's minute 2, and he brings the Ogre Creep in the lane, you're like, I hate my life.
Even with the Timber?
Even with the Timber. It's just way too early into the game. You want to right-click your enemies and like harass them, but suddenly it hurts you more than it hurts the enemy.
Oh, Career does get taken down. Fly getting something in the lane. Stormstormer Cold Snap isn't enough to keep the puck in play, so he'll get himself away with Lelis rotating as well. This is the first power runes that you want to go for, and it is the haste on Kitrak going for Lelis. There is also this Ogre Bruiser, so you can't really TP out. He will be able to stun you up. Gets the stun onto Kitrak. This is gonna be a long and fruitful chase, most likely, with the Blood Grenade connecting. This should be a dead Lelis, taking a little bit longer time with the Penitence. He wants to deny, and the creeps will get it, so they have just as many kills as Nouns.
Quick thinking there by Lelis. I mean, unfortunate for him to Chen gets the haste rune, but still not too big of a deal. Meanwhile, Fly dies, and more importantly, Saberlight dies. That's
Yuma
huge.
finds him. Ursa with
Look
phase
at Chen
boots.
top. He's making a very big move for the...
Yeah, for Gunner. He got the Timber Chain there, trying to get himself away. Arteezy is level 6, and he put the tree down, so even if that would have connected, but it was still off the mark, Gunner still will survive, especially with the Fly, coming with the rotation, but you are deep between two very strong enemy heroes. Is just trying to zone them out. They secured the Wisdom Rune for Gunner, as Saberlight secured it on the other side of the map.
Both of laners getting the Wisdom, so we'll see a bit slower game for the supports, but this might mean some suicide from the Fog into a Doom. It can guarantee a kill bottom. Look at it.
Yeah, they're going, but he doesn't have a Doom, and the Enrage from Yuma. Come at me, bro, if you dare. Doesn't care. The Enrage is going to be expiring. Saberlight is very fast, but doesn't want to go into the tier 1 tower. Ursa still ready for battle.
Still good enough. Forcing out the Enrage means Yuma has to play much more careful now. He will try to take these 2 creeps, and then... But top lane, Arteezy again in trouble. One more health. 1 HP! Oh, he's gonna be fine. Okay.
Oh, that was so close.
My inner voice is telling me, just stop doubting the Arteezy, you know? I'm sorry, Mr. Arteezy. Of course he's gonna live.
Of course, he is going to live there.
8-minute rune.
Right, Yuma is going for Saberlight. He is gonna try to get himself away, and look at the movement speed of that Doom. Though this Scorched Earth is gonna be expiring very soon, but Yuma, he is burning and doesn't want to continue the chase. Yopaj rotation.
He will escape, but Yopaj might see the Ursa too.
As the Urn charges, if he sees the Ursa could easily die. Enrage is at the ready, and Yopaj is chasing. Ghost Walk gonna be used. He wants to make a ghost out of this. Ursa has spotted him, hiding in the trees. We all know that bears, you can find them in the woods. They're quite dangerous, but it doesn't matter to them. Immediately uses the Enrage. Is it enough to deter your enemies? And the blast off misses Yuma. Very nice footwork coming from him. Blood Grenade connects, but it is time to bail.
Yuma, great play on the edge. I just wanted to, like, I remember playing with Yuma a couple of months ago in like a team environment, and he's so good at baiting things out. Like, he would chase this Doom knowing that he cannot kill him, that he wants like Invoker to TP. Or he would go to a Wisdom Rune just knowing he won't get it, but just wanting to force things. Meanwhile, Puck, so aggressive mid.
Oh, that was so cool with the tornado. Not enough in the end, though. Stormstormer will live barely, however, but he finds two bounty runes, so we'll be able to heal up back to almost full and continue fighting. And is rotating towards the top lane where there are no cores, but the Chen to be picked up. Scan was used. Chen going through the twin gate, and he's fine. A little bit late there from Stormstormer.
Both teams playing super aggressive, just being super proactive, trying to make use of their strengths 24/7. Very annoying for Yuma.
Very, very annoying for Yuma. They have the Doom, however, so Ursa has to be very, very careful about what he does. But finally, we are seeing the a little bit of a power of the Chen, of course. The Harpy, not the best creep to push with, but it's most definitely going to help. And that should be the bottom tower dropping, but also Nouns do get themselves a trade. So there are no pushovers either. They're going to be opening up the map as well.
Yeah, classic safe lane, offlane for offlane tower. I think both teams are going to be fairly happy with it. Now it's up to Invoker Puck how they want to progress the map.
So, Timbersaw is targeted. Gunner looks very much dead, especially with the Doom coming. It is gonna connect. If maybe would be able to TP out, but he doesn't even have it. So it's just a matter of time before he falls, and it's not even gonna take that long. Tries to get a creep, an extra one, not even able to secure that. First Doom for Shopify, it is successful.
It is successful, but if you are ever going to feed, it's at least good to feed into enemy territory. So they get the Timber kill, but they use Doom and they have to go very far back on the map. That's a lot of space for the other two cores.
They are using that space quite nicely. However, Lelis, he's not on the enemy side of the map and he is giving his life away. So this time around, much easier, much less commitment-based kill for Shopify, and it is on the enemy side of the map. So this tower is going to be smacked a bit, but definitely not going down just yet.
Lelis is definitely not having a good one at this opening of the day. Like, really struggling on this post for Venge.
Every support, I guess, other than the techies, was struggling. Finally, the Chen will hit his level 6. You talked about the Wisdom Runes being picked up by the offlaners, and it seems to have hurt Nouns more so than it has hurt Shopify Rebellion.
Yes, because the Chen just, even level 4 and level 5, doesn't matter. He can just hit up the jungle creeps, get his farm back and levels back. But Venge, she needs to, like, either course to farm the stacks he made that he didn't do so much, or like he needs things to happen. He needs to kill heroes.
Kitrak looks like he's gonna die, especially with the lasso being used. They still have a coil, which we haven't seen a single of in the game. Finally, it is gonna be used, making sure that the Chen dies, and Fly gets the kill. Tornado, Stormstormer gets himself to the side, but they know exactly where he is, and he's not close to home. Nowhere to run to. It is still a Puck, a very hard hero to catch. Stormstormer will be going to the orb now to the left, low ground, and finally TP out. Nobody to cancel it.
Nice play by Stormstormer, showing off his Puck skills. He's actually very good at this hero. I mean, good again, very progressive play from both teams. Nouns make this gank bottom right after they kill a guy. There's Shopify coming back to strike on them. Like, both teams kind of going with their own ideas. Nice to see.
It is okay for both teams. As you mentioned, the gold lead, non-existent. It is dead even at the moment. Ursa approaching his battle, Fury, Razor. What does the Razor want in terms of items, right? It is gonna be Yasha being delivered. Do you go full Manta?
I mean, Yasha, you either can go obviously Manta or SMY. I think this game you might actually go for Manta.
That's a Batrider that will survive the blast off the Core. Not enough damage. Another Doom onto Gunner, and well, this time around he is close to his own tower, so there will be a swap from the Venge. Is it enough to prevent the kill? It should be.
For sure.
Sunstrike?
But oh, Sunstrike. Sunstrike hit maybe not, because it is a pure damage, a lot of pure damage, but this time they're ready to save him.
Nicely done by Lelis. This time around, Shopify Rebellion, they made a deeper move. Nouns, or Lelis in general, was ready. We were talking that he was struggling on his Venge, but finally finds some impact. So that's quite nice. Invoker, however, is starting to fall behind. Going for the Orchid, though. This should be a problem for a Puck, for sure.
Yes, it's like a how you say, it's not two-way sword, but you know what I mean. It's like you have a chance to pressure this Puck early, but also by not going Midas, you might fall off really hard.
See if it does work out.
Two-sided sword or something.
You have been a guy who really liked Midas, right? I remember the Western European DPC Division 2, where the previous one, when you qualified to Division 1 and then it got cancelled. Like, if these noobs are getting to Division 1, just cancel it already. That's how it felt. But you bought Midas quite a lot, right? Every game?
Yes, we had like, it was a better Midas patch, sort of, and it also, the total. He's gonna get going on. Lasso. Does he die? Chen ulti is not ready or already used. He's gonna die, but
no, he's not. Again, you're not trusting in Arteezy.
Sorry, Mr. Arteezy. I apologize sincerely. I will never doubt Arteezy again.
Just buy the Midas, right? And let the god of Dota play. He will not die. He actually just broke the coil. Not a single moment of hesitation there from the Razor as Nouns. Look at this move. If the courier scouts them, they're gonna be so mad. And it did. It did see Lelis there for a second.
They're gonna walk up into the washer, but Kitrak passed on TP. It's gonna turn into nothing. I mean, next point of contention should be the rush. Nice, Kitrak actually TP's the tier 2 tower. Very, very cool, you know, no panic. Keeping his cool.
The smoke is coming. They know that Yuma wants to go for Roach. Also, they have decent division on the top lane. It is gonna be Gunner, the first one that they get on top of all, and they do have the Doom. Stun is there. Doom fall up immediately. Lelis is TPing to the tier 1 tower, but there will be no swap this time around. Just the wave of terror that accomplishes absolutely nothing, and it is time for Nouns to bail from the top lane.
Yes, they know they want to go for Rosh on Ursa, of course, but the problem is they cannot take the Rosh on their own so easy yet. They have the Chen, but they'll need a bit of more time. So right now they just want to prevent Ursa from taking it.
And they did exactly that. Ursa, very low on mana. That's gonna hinder his farming ability. Going for a blink dagger after the Battle Fury. As the oh, actually no, it's gonna be a BKB that he's gonna focus on. That's fine, but I would like a blink because Razor is a problem for an Ursa without the blink.
It still might get a blink. Oh, top.
Oh, it is gonna be Lelis dead as Gunner is trying to equalize this. Will pull back the Chakram and one more Timber Chain lands him a kill. A billion animals now trying to avenge the death, and actually Saberlight is dead with Yuma coming in. Bye-bye, so much burst damage from Nouns. Gunner gets a double, finally. Some revenge for what they've been doing to him lately, and that's the reveal of the Orchid and a very, very dead Puck.
Nice Orchid reveal. I mean, they just got too ahead of themselves, you know. They killed this Timber so many times, but every time with a Doom. Now, Doom was cooldown, Gunner senses it and just goes and kills both of them, actually. And they try for Rosh, but this is not gonna work out, bro.
Yeah, Sunstrike was used. Yopaj is really fast on his fingers, right? He kills Puck, instant Sunstrike into the pit. He knows what the next
Triple
point of
game,
contest, as you
they wanna
mentioned,
keep
is.
up the pressure. They really wanna go. They feel
They
like they got
should.
the Orchid, they got everything they need to keep up the pressure.
Where's the cold snap? There it is, and it is gonna be one dead Vengeful Spirit. A couple more hits, goes down. Yuma dies as well. Shopify Rebellion putting their foot on the gas. Arteezy, however, now he needs to run away. There will be a coil used and immediately broken there by the Flame Break. Instant lasso. He just can't move out of a stun. There's so much damage done. Gunner will get silenced up. There will be a Sunstrike as well. Puck Stormstormer, he gets stuck twice. A disaster, and he's gonna get doomed in the end. Stormstormer first gets stuck into one set of trees, then Waning Rift to the other, and ends up going down, even though he should have easily gotten out of that one.
Holy moly. Shopify playing with so much energy from one side of the map to another, just using the abilities to perfection. And they're gonna not stop. Fly is gonna get caught mid.
Yep,
Techi is gonna miss a spell,
dead.
actually got an easy kill. Almost a team vibe in like 45 seconds. Great stuff from Shopify.
Yeah, they did kill 5 heroes in a row, though some of them did come back to the world of the living. Arteezy did die, however. How much is this a problem? Shopify Rebellion, if your Razor, let's say, gets shut down, though he is at the top of the network chart, but let's talk in as a potential thing that happens. Do you win if a Razor is a little bit weaker?
Well, I mean, I will try to answer that, but it seems like there might be a kill every second of this game, so they're gonna go with the Tornado, but Rainbow TPs, they're gonna actually try to turn it around.
Huh? Coil onto the Invoker. He breaks it immediately. No vision on the cores. They're waiting for the supports to come in with the sentries, with the dusts. Will not be there in time, and Yopaj just waves goodbye. TPs to a tier 1. He's ready to fight again.
Yes, I mean, these... Ooh, Chen?
That's a solo kill on Lelis, as now they are going to be finding on Gunner. The War Stomp is there, but they have the lasso, getting the Doom onto the cliff. No, Saberlight will be getting out of it immediately, as the Puck has been caught with a silence with the Orchid. It's going to be more than enough damage. Gunner, he needs to cut through the trees and get to the low ground. Beautifully done. Still, you've lost 3 heroes so fast. Shopify Rebellion, they are everywhere.
They are literally everywhere. Like, every moment of this game, they just want blood, blood, blood.
So what's next? How do you slow it down if you're nouns? Obviously, they don't want to fight, but they will have a BKB on the Ursa.
I mean, just stop taking sort of random engagements. Like, try to push the waves more and, like, go for some kind of objectives. We see Yuma gonna go for the Wisdom Rune plus Tormentor. Like, these pickoffs are still probably gonna happen, like the Doom on top on Timber. You're just gonna have to live with it. But at least you're not gonna be losing 2-3 heroes per minute, you know?
Yep. Timber, as you mentioned, is dead. No heals for him. No reactive armor will help you when the Doom has been used. People are still kind of getting used to this. It has been some time since the change, but it really does make a difference versus some of these high regen heroes. It is a 5k gold lead for Shopify, and they're gunning the Roche. Do they have the strength to kill it now, Milan?
Of course. I mean, the Champ plus Alacrity, the Rush will actually melt. He has also the good creep, the Troll Warlord. It's like probably after the Alpha Wolf, the best rush creep.
Yeah, Troll giving you the rally, and you rally around the Roche. It is really being killed super, super fast. Any big items that we're expecting?
I mean, for now, I just want to comment on the items that this hyper aggression build, like the Orchid on Invoker and no Midas on the Razor 2, is just paying out, you know? They're not too much ahead. 5k is a pretty solid lead, but right now it's really paying out. I mean, for the next items, like just BKB on both cores and maybe actually 3 BKBs. I think that's their next time move.
Doom doesn't want one though. He wants an Octarine.
Classic Doom.
Yeah, sometimes
smokes from now. They wanna strike back actually. They feel like they got BKB on Yuma, haste on News on Puck. It's their time in.
I hate the stackies. They do find the Invoker, however, with the lasso. That should be an easy kill with the follow-up stuns. Nothing huge other than the lasso is going to be used, and that is a pretty low cooldown to expend.
I mean, almost like a perfect last usage. It would only be better to kill Invoca Razor twice. Not because it's Razor, because it's Arteezy. Okay, but it might be a problem for Invoca if he doesn't find BKB very soon, like to play these fights against so many random things that can clip him.
He's gonna have a BKB in 100 gold, so he should be fine. However, is not gonna be fine. He is gonna be burning down. And it will be Saberlight getting himself a kill while Arteezy going onto the tower. He only has one more hero here. Pops the BKB, runs away. 9-second BKB down the drain despite him having the Aegis. Shopify, do they want to fight now?
They're gonna TP bottom on Invoker, but I don't think they want to fully leave this top side of the map. So, although he doesn't have BKB, he still has Manta and the Aegis. So, if on Vision, they definitely want to keep up the fight. But good move by the nouns, but also good reaction by Arteezy to pop BKB before the Aegis.
He understood what's up. These proximity mines of Theolicor have been a problem for nouns when going for their smokes. I'm actually surprised they were able to get that successful grab on the Invoker when there's just so many mines that are preventing you from going the ways that you want. Really, really annoying tech is still, even with all of the changes.
Fly caught in the no man's land again. Should be another freebie, this time for the Opage. Who will come in and secure the kill. Oh, no steal. No steal for you.
No steal. The swap on Arteezy. Nice dodge there. You know that you can't use the stun on this guy. He dodges everything with his Manta and will just be killing Lelis, drains a lot of his damage. Now turns around onto Gunner. Blast off doesn't connect the coil. Will be nice, but Arteezy is still alive there with the Glimmer Cape. Has the Aegis still. Yules on the puck to keep himself safe and gets up onto the high ground. Still alive and dodges the chakram. So Aegis still there for Shopify Rebellion. Footwork amazing.
Staying alive. I mean, Arteezy plus Manta dodge, name more iconic deal. I will wait.
No, I can't.
I will wait. I'm waiting.
It's impossible. It is impossible, so please don't ask that from me. 8k gold lead, 22-7. Aegis still up for a minute and a half. And Stormstormer, oh, he has to be careful. He gets the silence on the Invoker, who has his BKB. Will have to pop it. That's another 9-second down the drain. Stormstormer has the heals and dodges on the Tornado. Shopify, they're starting to miss these spells.
I mean, another BKB force, but if they don't get punished for it while it's on cooldown, it's not too bad. It seems like nouns actually want to push for another round of trouble for Shopify. Let's see if they can do it. A minute on Aegis.
He's running in, no fear. Look at how fast he is. There will be a silence. Puck is just keeping them at bay. Stun onto the Doom. Saberlight is being annoyed as Lelis is trying to get himself away. Arteezy all on his lonesome is doing all of this damage. Puck is still alive, however, very, very low. And the Sunstrike finds him. Yopaj with a beautiful snipe. He knew exactly where to gun for.
Wow. See Sunstrikes. Whole another level. Very well done.
When you're a puck player yourself, I guess you kind of know how fast he's gonna be moving across the map, and that was pixel perfect.
Yeah, pure talent by Yopaj, showcasing once again. Like he's like a S tier mid laner, or at least like on way to become one.
Sometimes he is inconsistent, but when he is consistent, it is insane what the guy can do. Usually when he has a good captain, he really does tend to shine. Though him and the Doom are in a smoke. They find Yuma. Yuma now knows he has been found. Instant blink to the side. Does have a BKB. Tornado will not connect, and Shiva gives you vision, but they miss on it.
So close. If he only hits the direction where he's going, Shiva will show him, then Doom will catch him, and that means like a biggest skill possible for Shopify. Luckily for Yuma, he leads them into the wrong direction. Let's put it like that.
Again, Shopify, they're not
50
stopping.
50 seconds to wisdom. They know it. Both teams know it.
Shopify, will they be there in time? With all the movement speed on the Razor, most definitely just goes up the high ground without any fear. Doesn't have the Aegis any longer. There's the Manta. You can't get the lasso. There will be a swap, however. Lelis saving his Captain Fly. Does survive. Lelis as well. Jumping in. The Tornado is there to stop the initiation. Instant silence on the Timber Saw. Stormstormer now without the Orchid. He doesn't have anything to fear. He will stay here, not going under Orb as Gunner. Gonna try to do some damage to poke at Shopify, who will for now run themselves away.
I know, I'm just here thinking about RTs using Manta. Is there a YouTube compilation of it? I'm gonna watch one after the game. I hold that thought. Nouns, no, the BKB on Razor is on cooldown, but is it more important than Manta being on cooldown, you know? They will try to make a move on their own. Lasso at ready.
Oh, Ursa just goes in onto Saber. Like, there will be a hand of God making sure that the Ursa doesn't get the kill. Now running away, he has been doomed. Has the Lotus Orb to protect him. He's pretty speedy. Will get himself away. Blast off not connecting. And the Invoker is the only one that died. Lelis, of course, will be going down. He used his life to save the Ursa. Stun onto the puck. He gets himself away. Still has Gunner. Goes in, makes sure that the Holy Course dies. It's going to be a 2-for-2, but still, a core and the support on Shopify have died. While Nouns have only lost support so far. Gunner going to the other side now, going for Kitrak, who's going to try to heal himself up with a Divine Favor. A lot of stuns onto Gunner, but he's still okay. Has the Lotus Orb. Going to be returning that static link, but in the end should still be going down the second that Arteezy joins the fray. He does way too much damage, and at the end of it, Shopify Rebellion again are ahead.
Yes, I mean, before this last Timber kill, I would say Nouns were winning that engagement as they got one more core, but now 3-for-2, 1-for-1 in the core trade. Shopify will be happy with it. And that was the fight. They did use the Doom, but did not use Razor BKB. So, constantly having something to fight around.
Ursa wants the Shard and the Nullifier. Do you think, I mean, seeing his items, I don't think so, but is there a chance we see that Octarine core?
And he's not gunning for the build, but eventually maybe. Like the level 25 plus Octarine is really like a strong thing. At this game there's like a hard lockdown into a Doom, so probably he wanna stay away from it.
That makes a lot of sense. The gold lead 9k for Shopify. Fly has been found. Fly. Nice push away there, but doesn't matter. Sunstrike's always on the mark. And Saberlight just sending out a tip. Thank you for the extra gold, brother.
Tipping his ex-captain, probably more of a meme than like a beef, you know. Always nice to see like a bit of like emotions included.
It does help creating the story. Razor has a butterfly and the Elven Tunic. Ursa, nothing to deal with this. He's once an MKB, but it is going to be a long time before he gets it. And Arteezy, he understands this timing.
Yes, he is. His spike, and he has, more importantly, like a lot of... Doesn't dodge this time. He probably lagged. Swap in.
Will be a swap now. Wants the bash, but you can't even get a hit in Lasso onto Doom. Maybe they can finish him off. Yuma is losing damage rapidly. Those claws, they're not as sharp as they used to be. He's gonna try to finish off the Doom and the stun. Saberlight with the Ogre Seal totem up to the side. He's alive. However, Yuma is not. At least Gunner will be able to finish him off. But the question is at what cost? The cold snap is not allowing him to Timber trade away. He does finish off Arteezy. Gets a double kill. He just killed 2 cores, has the Lotus Orb to survive, and it's gonna be turning it around. The only thing that you have to be afraid of are the winds of change, and a perfect Sunstrike once again from Yopaj, finally killing this assailant of Shopify Rebellion cores.
Oh, both teams kind of playing very, very well, like using their abilities almost to perfection, and it's gonna end up being, again, slightly in favor of Shopify, but it's not over.
It's not over. Puck is coming in. Okay, that shouldn't be jaunting to that one. The Olicor was that was actually perfectly timed if Stormstormer decides to go in.
Yes. Arteezy dies, but more importantly both Yuma and Gunner die. So it will end up being favorable trade for Shopify. And they are hold it thought. Every time I start calculating who won, then random Batrider dies.
Yopaj pops the BKB, he'll be fine, turns around on Lelis, starts doing some damage. The silence, of course, not working through a BKB. This debuff immunity is gonna be expiring fairly soon, while Stormstormer hiding on the edge there. Cosplaying a ward, now he's back into the fight. There is gonna be a lot of mines there to go into with the Glimmer Cape protecting the Chen for the time being. Tornado gonna be covering for him, and Chen still alive. Will be able to get himself away. Puck as well, though it seems that he has been found with the Doom. Yuma, however, coming or wants to help his buddy. You cannot deny him, however, it's time to run away and just admit that your Puck, there is nothing you can do to save him.
Puck just kind of has to play with the enemy, like the taunt them all the time. Just the nature of the hero, but right there he just got a bit over himself. Like the Doom was just with the too fast to connect.
The Saberlight knows who he wants his main target to be, and he now has the 9-second BKB on top of that Octarine core that we were mentioning earlier, and will be jumping onto Gunner. Lotus Orb, however, will protect him. Cold Snap gonna be returned. A little bit annoying, but it does open up the space for Arteezy to go forward there. And he's gonna try to get the first lane of Rax. Nice silence there, perfectly done. Lotus Orb removes it, immediately flies fine. Yuma goes in, the damage is being drained. He doesn't know what to do, left, right. What am I doing in this fight? Well, you're losing all of your damage. At least he's trying to finish off Arteezy, which will not happen. The coil has connected. Gunner, he can't get on top of him. Lelis is dying as well, but he has the Aghanim Scepter to swap, and Arteezy finally dies. And that stun will be bouncing around while Gunner, even with Lotus Orb protecting him, will be taken down. It is only Lelis' illusion. It goes down immediately as well. They don't have Arteezy, but more than enough damage to finish off the melee Rax.
They get Arteezy, but at what cost? 3 of them dying. Venge Illusion also dies. Bottom Rax dies. If you're gonna kill Arteezy, it needs to be on a cheaper price. This is way too much.
This really is way too much. Yuma in that fight completely lost. Didn't know what to do. Break the static link. Don't break the static link. Puck. Caught again. War Stomp. Saberlight is ready. They have the Hex. They have the Silence. The Doom isn't even needed. You are not worth it. Not using that Doom. It might have just cost you this kill. He will be able to blink himself out. The question is, will they be able to find Stormstormer? Goes to the side. Pops the regen rune. Here comes the Olic Core. The Sticky Bomb connects. Stormstormer will have the phase shift once again. No blink dagger at the moment, so it does look very dangerous for him. Up to the high ground, up to the side, and the Sunstrike this time around off the mark gets the blink away. Don't use the Doom on me, and you will not get the kill. You need to use all of your spells to kill this guy. He is just way too good.
Evil escape for the greediness of Saberlight, but I don't think they're too mad about it. You know, they still didn't lose anything for not killing him, and Razor will be up and they'll be ready to take this another 5v5 engagement. Do they try to burst the rush? They see it?
15 seconds?
They'll just burst it.
No,
they're not
think so.
even trying to contest.
Roche will go to... Oh no, it's 35. I thought it was 34, 50. So it was gonna change. No, it's actually just gonna stay there. So the Roche is dead. My bad. And again it's bugged. Again it's bugged, Milan. What the hell? Somebody needs to fix this. Please call somebody.
I don't think it's actually hitting, it's just that visuals are bugged.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. We are seeing Arteezy losing.
At least he's hitting, you know. It would be very game-breaking if Russia was not hitting back.
Gunner has been found. Hexed up. They have follow-up stuns. Again, we are not seeing the Doom being used. Now he doesn't want to do it over the Lotus Orb. Of course, this is not a Puck. Not as mobile for sure. And the Tornado, not enough, but almost enough damage. Saberlight in the end gets the kill, as there will be Yuma losing his damage, but it doesn't matter. The help is there, and Arteezy is going to be the one needing help. No, he doesn't need help. Everybody else does. Call the ambulance, but not for him, as he's just murdering the entirety of the opposing team. He does finish off Lelis, who has the illusion. Arteezy 1 versus 4 gets a kill and is still chasing the enemies.
Uses the cheese, gets full HP. Arteezy is unstoppable right now. Tips from your part, you love to see it. Lelis, kind of in a no man's land.
It's only an illusion.
Yeah, my bad. I mean, anyway, it's like...
Ursa died in the base. He died in base from Doom. That's so annoying. Puck?
Not using use. Trying to escape by foot.
He had that shield rune, so he wasn't taking any damage, could blink away.
I mean, they keep escaping narrowly on puck, but still, like, it just, you cannot help but feel like it's all Shopify. Like, they are the aggressors, they are making things happen, and now just keep reacting, keep fighting for their lives. Shopify is not letting them breathe.
Definitely not, and we are hearing the deep, hard breaths of nouns here, trying to stay in this game one. Of course, they did lose game one versus Shopify Rebellion in the other series 7 days ago. They had won, but this is a pretty dominant performance coming out from the Dire side.
Prowl plus Agonize on the Razor, so not only he's super hard to kill, now he's gonna be pushing your buildings so fast.
Especially with Alacrity being used on him. Sunstrike in the backlines. Lelis, he gets the swap. They're trying to pull him into the fountain, but even there, I don't think you're killing this guy. Just walks away. There was a nice coil in the back. They had an idea. It didn't work out. They get the Silence Manta will be used. Arteezy still is gonna be alive and has the Aegis. Hand of God keeping him in it. Yules on the puck. Gonna be hexed right after that one. And here comes the meatballs from the sky. Finally, they're gonna be using the Doom. 110 seconds on the sidelines. Bashes from Yuma. Not enough for a kill. But it is gonna be Gunner. Then gets into the backlines. Gets one. Another one. Maybe. Is it gonna be Kitrak that as well? The buyback from Saber, like he wants to rejoin the fray and bought the Boots of Travel will be regaining his position with 2 of the cores of nouns being dead without buyback and no chances of getting them back. This is going to be the 3rd lane of Rax and most likely game 1 in favor of Shopify Rebellion.
No buyback on both most important cores on the nouns side. They will still try to fight for their lives, but more than surely this game is looking out of reach.
Pretty much out of reach. They do swap in Saberlight. He doesn't have a buyback, so you want to kill him, but there are gonna be 3 meteors coming from the sky. The lasso connects onto the Invoker, and that glyph really makes sure that everybody's falling low. They might even lose Saberlight. Gunner manages to finish him off and just going forward. Arteezy doesn't have the Aegis any longer. Gunner gets the triple. Lucky for Shopify that they're so fast, but that doesn't mean that they will be able to escape. Misses on the tree there. Gunner, who is now level 25, and the Manta dodge plus a TP out. Arteezy will be fine. You are still dealing with the Mega Creeps, but the game still not over.
They live to fight another day. 2 buybacks on both supports, but more importantly, the game is not over. It really looked dark for them, but it's still looking pretty dark, to be honest, but at least they still have some chance.
I'm looking at this double chakram as your main thing. If you had gotten it before the last lane of Rax fell, I'd be saying you have a really good shot. But versus Mega Creeps with this lineup, I don't see it at the moment. They need more time.
I mean, definitely, like, there's 2 types of Mega Creeps when you're facing it. Like, either you're trying to win a game, like, right here and now, you killed someone and you go push mid, or you just, like, in this type of the game, you just accept, guys. If we're gonna end up winning this game, it's not gonna be very soon. But we're still in it, keep focused, and let's continue playing, you know?
Yeah, with good focus, maybe they can get the victory. But what items do you need? What are you waiting for? Is it just stay in the base, play to the best of your ability, and if we wipe the enemies, then we go for the push? But how do you prepare yourself for that? How do you be even more ready to face the enemy team like that?
I mean, it's just getting some sort of, like, protection versus the Doom, and, like, more importantly, like, getting the initiation. Like, the best protection of, like, spells like Doom is to actually kill him first. Because they don't have a real save. And, like, with the MKB on the Ursa and that new neutral item, he has a lot of damage, like, to work with. So if they end up getting, like, a lasso into Timber Ursa spells, they can just kill this guy and then move forward.
Ancient Guardian on Ursa, for people that don't know, when you're 2000 range from the throne, you get 50 added damage, and now he gets an MKB. That's a lot of added damage, though there will be an Aghanim Scepter on the Doom as well. So an even bigger buff in terms of strength for Shopify Rebellion. Doom has been such a insane hero, and once you hit level 25, it is just stupid how strong he is.
Yeah, I mean, at the beginning of this change, like, to the Doom spell, like, people were unsure if it's like a buff, if it's a nerf, but now, like, clearly, like, level 25 Doom is like, it's hella scary.
See, currently, the only thing nouns can do is stay in their base. Does this mean Shopify are just gonna wait for Roche? Is there any reason to rush this now?
I mean, there is no real reasons. The only heroes that don't have buyback on the side of nouns are the support, so not like they have to go right here and now. They'll just try to play them out, wait for the enemy's mistake. If they don't make any mistakes, take the rush and then look for a way to finish this game.
Radiant are scanning.
Invoker is going for an Aghanim Scepter, so we're gonna be seeing a Cataclysm as well. Shopify Rebellion, they just want the victory. Doesn't matter if the world ends with it. Level 25s, only the Timbersaw and the Razor so far, but there are a couple of heroes that are getting close to it.
Smoke break.
Oh, and break, instant coil is gonna be used, and they break the coil. Beautifully done. You don't have anything to survive with the lasso. He's just dead underneath the tier 4s. They finally found him. The Puck will probably pay with his life. Actually, Force Staff gets him away from the Doom. Instantly, Ursa will be jumping in. Without the Razor, Yuma is not afraid of anything. The Flame Break, it does stop them. Doom still going strong on Saberlight, but it will be expiring. Nice blast off from Theolicore. Yuma, however, he had the enrage, and he's a very mad bear. Has been cutted for the majority of this game, and Gunner gets the third one. Bash, not gonna be happening. Yuma, not enough luck. But you have killed 3 enemy heroes, 2 of which are cores, only losing the supports in the meantime. And Lelis, well, he still has an illusion to play with.
Wow, that was so ballsy by Shopify. They went for a smoke into the enemy base, like just literally underestimating this swap into a lasso, and Razor didn't even get to pop any spells. He just dies. As we said, no saves on the Shopify Rebellion side, and if he gets caught deep into enemy territory, he will just die to this burst. If anything, Naus has a lot of burst damage.
That is very true. And once the Puck gets his level 25, not even your BKB in that scenario saves you. You're gonna get swapped after the coil. The coil breaks, despite your BKB. Then the lasso, and it is gonna be the same thing. Also, Ursa hitting his level 25 gets the double Earth Shock charges, so this Ursa even scarier than before.
Luckily for them, there is not gonna be a Roshan in this time. Because if there was one, probably Ursa just kills it super fast. So they will still be able to secure it for themselves, and it being on Dire side, spawning on Dire, they'll get a free axe. Who'll get the axe? You give it to Invoker, or... I mean, Arteezy already has one, of course, without doubt. Always give it to Arteezy, but since he already has one, who do you give it to?
I guess there's also one on the Doom. There will be one on the Invoker as well. So, Techies? Puck, as you gotta get doomed. Goes in the phase shift. The Doom will get used, and no blink for you. This time around, Saberlight is gonna be just using his ulti for a good reason. It lands them a really big kill.
I mean, will they even go for Rush? Again, with the Puck dead, they might look for like a force into the base bottom. Puck has buyback and Doom is on cooldown, so this might hurt them again. Smoke up.
Going, Invoker is level 25 as well. The Radial Deafening Blast is now available, going for Gunner. They get the Hex off. Here comes the Meteors and the Deafening Blast. But Timbersaw will be fine. Stormstormer coming forward. He gets the coil. Everybody just breaks it. Fly gets in onto Doom, swap in onto Ojbarge, and here comes the Cataclysm. How many heroes does it kill? It's only gonna be the Batrider, the Puck. Still going strong into the backlines of the fight. Now jump in from the other core. That's Lilith, who even if he dies, he has the illusion to work with. There will be another Magic Missile, but it doesn't matter. Shopify are way too strong. Damage, AoE damage is overwhelming Lilith with the swaps, trying his best to keep the illusion alive. It is not going to be enough, and now Yuma, him and Gunner are the only ones left standing.
Will they be able to defend? I don't think so. Timber goes in. Burns the Invoker.
And Yuma going forward. There is no static link. Nullifier gonna be used, but they use the Yule on the Ursa. No Enrage. Fury's not gonna be doing all that much. The double chakram, however, is gonna be getting Arteezy low. E-Blade, however, protecting him from Yuma. Nullifier finally connects as Gunner will be losing his life. Has a buyback, and Saberlight is buying back too. Finally, the glyph was used. It's gonna buy you 7 seconds. They're just throwing their lives away with this Doom onto the Timbersaw. There is nothing he can do. The creeps are on the throne, jumping into the Doom. Finally finishing off Arteezy, who will buy back. They smell blood. They smell that this game is theirs, and the Ursa, who just bought back with a blast off, is gonna be dying. One more time. Yuma is still alive. Uses the rage. It's gonna be able to survive. Creeps are not finishing the throne. It is still standing. Saberlight, however, gets the war stop, and Ursa has died. Fly will do his best to just make sure that the throne does survive. Yeah, they have 2 buybacks. 4 heroes are running into your base. This should be it. Fly is standing his ground. He is playing defense of the Asians. Has a buyback. Will be able to join the fight once again to get the swap. Get into the fountain. It is not enough. Arteezy wins the game and is standing on top there in the enemy fountain, claiming everything from nouns in this game 1.
Wow, what a